Hi, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Likes. I'm your host, Shy.
And I'm Winter.
And as you can see, we have a very special guest here, the one, the only, Brittany Renner.
Yeah, I know you guys have seen her before. She's everywhere.
Everywhere. She's also known as Bundle of Brittany on Instagram. She has damn near 5 million followers. You're a social media influencer. I've seen you act before. You're
An author.
a mom.
Reality TV star now.
Yeah.
I love it. Goes on and on with all the hats.
I mean, my God, yes.
How do you feel? How do you feel? You're in LA.
This place is nutty, so.
It is?
Yeah, I mean.
LA is a mess. Do you spend a lot of time out here?
Not really, not anymore. I used to live in Woodland Hills, and now I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. But I think my ultimate goal is to come back here, though. So, I mean, I fit right in.
I remember when you told me that you live in North Carolina, I was like, why do you live in North Carolina?
I moved across the country for love back in 2020.
Oh, it's for love?
Yeah.
So you just never moved back?
Nope.
Really?
But that's because after I had my baby, you can't just up and leave.
Yeah.
We live in a fair state, so what that means
What is that? Yeah.
It means that whether you guys were married or not, you both have joint custody until there's like other stuff decided or, you know, but the state is looking to give both mom and dad joint. So I can't just like up and leave with my son. And even if I could, I wouldn't want to do that to
I was about to say,
my
do
baby.
you feel stuck?
I mean, of course, because my heart pulls here, you know, but I just trust my process. And, you know, I have a lot of help from his side, my side, all in North Carolina. So I ain't complaining.
Right,
right now.
You know what I was surprised about? I didn't know that you were born and raised in Mississippi.
So I was born in Ohio,
Okay,
and
Ohio.
I lived there till about 9 years old, and then I moved to Mississippi, and I was raised with my grandparents there.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I claim Mississippi. I'm a Mississippi girl. That's where I grew up.
But the funny thing is, I feel like I never even heard you say, because I'm from Louisiana, so I'm like, I would have known if I'm Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
nice. Okay.
So I'm like, I would have known if you were from like the South. I didn't even know that. And I seen like one of your castmates is from Mississippi, and I'm like, oh, she Mississippi to the T.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we from the same place. We ain't the same, but yeah.
Yeah, y'all don't really seem the same. So, okay, just to update.
Yeah.
So we never watched Real Housewives LA, like probably for years, but obviously we had to do our research on
It's
Real
Basketball
Housewives LA.
It's the Basketball
sorry.
Wives LA.
Basketball Wives LA. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why my mind just went
You
there.
guys are funny.
Y'all, let me tell you, all right, we got to break the ice. First of all, she came here like 10 minutes. She was on time because we're late. We were late because
No,
came
we
late.
weren't late. We were on time.
No,
She was
being
early.
late is on time. Being on time is late.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
she
you're
was
saying,
on time.
yeah.
She was 10 minutes early. We still at my house. We like, oh shit, we got to get it together. Then we get
We
in.
doing 90 on the freeway like she's there.
She's there. She's punctual.
We're not used to punctual
I
guests,
said her
okay?
name wrong at first. I was like, Bundle. She was like, just Bundle.
Like, please, bitch, get it right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, I'm sorry. Basketball Wives LA, my bad. Reality TV.
okay.
Was that your first time doing reality TV?
It was.
How did you feel about it?
Where do I begin?
Didn't like
it's
it.
a shit show.
Really?
Yeah.
We watched it. Okay, so we wanted to
We
do our
binge watched.
homework. We binge watched it literally last night. We're like,
Yeah.
we just gotta get it all out the way. And like, we were watching it and we were just like, she does not seem comfortable, like at all,
Yeah.
like on this show.
You look so pretty, by the way.
Thank you.
also.
You
really
both look
do.
stunning.
You're so
yeah.
pretty.
No, I mean, I think it was kind of confusing for me because I don't know if I came into it just naive or the queen of wishful thinking, but I watched about 16 episodes of season 10, and I just picking up on people's patterns and learning some of the characters that I knew were going to be on our season, and I guess I had bigger expectations for like all of us getting along because I'm like, we're seemingly strangers. We don't know each other. What would be the problem? Oh, well, just wait. Like, you know, so I don't really rock like that. Like I have to have a reason to not like someone or to like go after them or to retaliate. It has to be activated. I just don't like go out and pick. Because I had a bully in 6th grade, so I already know what that's like.
Look, that scarred you.
It did. Like, the thing is you never
got beat
forget
up in
how
6th grade.
people make you feel. So you gotta be, that's so.
She always got a story about getting beat up randomly.
No, it was that same one girl in 6th grade. Yes.
But see that. So I think for me, like seriously though, but growing up like and having that experience, it's like I never want anyone to feel that way. So I like stand up for people. I'm like, So that's why I think with Basketball Wives, I could tell they like accepted me, but I just didn't like what was going on to the other girls. I have status, so yeah, there's an unspoken respect there at the end of the day, and that's not fair. That's a privilege.
That's how it is. That's
yeah,
how
it's because if I had 5,000 followers or 5 followers, no one, people would have treated me a lot differently. So I don't respect that because why are you treating me differently because I have a following?
Right.
Okay.
They definitely will do that, especially in like the basketball world. Like how I remember Jackie was on there, like, there's a hierarchy. She's not lying. I mean, there is a hierarchy when you're like a wag. It's like, oh, you're a girlfriend, you're a wife, you're a fiance, oh, you're a baby mama. Like, it's like all these levels.
There are levels to it, there's layers to it.
Right.
Yeah. Like, we're not just one person at the end of the day. Like, what are you looking for?
Especially if you guys are all on the same show. It's like, I mean, at least like try to be cool. Like, you know, like don't be a bitch. Like, you know?
Yeah.
What I did appreciate from you on that show, what you brought there, you really came and it just seemed like you were vulnerable and you were open and you were receptive to like, all right, here I am. I'm trying to like mix with y'all, but it doesn't really seem like they were like receptive to newer people. And I will also say it was a random group of like new people. God, you kind of made the most sense for sure. You made the most sense. But I just felt like the other 3 girls that were placed there, it was just like, okay, they're here, they're cool, but like, no. Did you feel that way? Like, was that how you felt?
I mean, I feel like it was definitely, not going to say careless casting, but I just don't really think it was that, I mean, well, careless casting. And I just feel like the OGs versus the newbies, to me, I already knew that was like, well, let's try to put like Bloods and Crips together, and hopefully we'll get purple. That's not gonna happen. Yeah. There's a substantial age gap too, to where it's like,
yes, girl,
I was thinking the same,
bro.
we were like,
why is there a 40-year-old Asian woman, a girl from Mississippi, Brittany Renner, and then this other random ass girl trying to have mimosas right now? Like,
I was confused about the whole thing. We were like, hang out.
Yeah, never.
It would never be a thing. Yeah.
That
was very strange, and
how was forcing those interactions? Like, did you feel like it was forceful?
Yeah, of course.
It's like, and then there's a camera in your face, so
you'd be like, so
awkward, like, how was your day?
We're doing scenes walking down Melrose, and I'm like, I don't really know what to fucking talk to. Girl, like, you gotta ask me the right questions. I'm an open book, but you gotta ask the right questions. So for me, it was just weird. Like, I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know. That was an interesting experience.
I think you could have done better if like the casting was better. Like honestly, like that.
If it would have made more sense. Like I could have seen you on it. Y'all would have made sense together. Yeah. Like, you know, that would have been cool. That would have been like, it would have made sense.
Range,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As soon as you could see yourself hanging out with like really going on, be like, girl, let's go get something to eat. Let's really like kick it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if most of them are friends outside of that anyways. It just didn't give that energy.
Right. And then
I could be wrong though.
It also is like, I don't know, like I feel like they seem very like mean. Like, you know, like team up, pick on whoever they can pick on in the moment type situation. And like, I hate shit like that too. Like, I'm always nervous going into situations when like, you know, you don't know this group of girls. Like, you know, they're kind of those mean type of girls. And I'm like a very oversharer, very open book too. So I'll be so we were just talking about this.
We were just talking about that.
Sometimes we overshare in situations and we're hella open. And then like we see that these people are like a little bit mean and closed off. And then we're like,
I'll be thinking about what I said like 5 weeks later and be like, damn, I really can't believe I said that to them.
Right.
How does it feel? Was reality always in the picture for you? Like, did you see yourself doing this?
No.
How did it come about?
The management I had at the time was just like, I don't know how it even came across my desk, to be honest with you. I don't know if it was like one of their connections or if they had reached out, but it was very random. And I kind of felt like too, even though it's like it was random and it really wasn't, because I do know, yes, I have connections. You know, my baby daddy, my child's father, plays in the NBA.
You are
basketball ties, but
you're part of a hierarchy.
We at the bottom. Baby mama's at the bottom.
Nah, baby mama always there.
baby mama ain't at the bottom.
I don't think baby mama's the bottom either.
Side bitch is the bottom.
That's the damn. We a bunch of side bitches. But no, I felt like even during that casting and like getting on the call and the Zoom and doing all that stuff, I still didn't see consciously like this really makes sense in the sense of I didn't understand my purpose on that show. I'm like, why am I being called to this platform? And then so I learned a lot about myself with filming and dealing with people and learning personalities, and I think even still to this day, I'm like, what was my purpose on that show? Because I think people, they read stuff about me online, and my energy in real life is very different. Like, I'm not like super messy, I'm problematic, I'm gonna start shit. I'm gonna stand my ground every time, and I'm gonna say the truth, and I'm gonna have some bass in my voice because I've been through a lot. But I don't know what people were expecting from me to be on that show, because I'm like, what did you want me to do?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna just be myself. And
Well, yeah, they think that, I mean, you know, people see you as somebody who's very outspoken and problematic. So they think like because of
when you took a bow.
Incidents on your platform. Oh, that
life
was hilarious.
imitates.
She said,
I love the Truman Show.
I was crying, bro.
We were like, oh.
Look, she's funny.
She's funny. From even honestly, I know not to get off reality, but like even when you had that situation with Charleston White and you on him and you were drunk and this, me and
I
her,
didn't see that.
Yeah, me and you actually were we did see that.
Wait, was that what we?
That was the one
talked
where
about
she
in the
was
pod?
drunk.
We talked about in the pod.
Yes.
Oh, we were like,
We love her. She seems like a great time.
She's nuts. Let's hang out nuts. Look,
We
she gets
like
crazy
her.
like that's when she's drunk.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about
Is that why you didn't want to drink today? You could twerk on us.
No, okay. I have been like, now I'm not gonna sit here and just act like I'm just every day. But when I drink, I'm like I'm literally like 128 pounds, and it doesn't take me much to get to where I'm going.
Yeah, I low-key didn't know you were that tiny either.
I feel like that's why people would be trying me, because they're like, oh, she's little, she's not gonna, and then I'm so, but no, I literally half of the people on my body count list, I was drunk. The times I've thrown water on people, done really regrettable things, drunk. And so I never really saw a problem with it, because I'm like, I'm doing exactly what I wanted to do, you know? But we recently filmed our reunion, and I told myself, I was like, I'm not drinking, because I think there was like this comfort of like, I want to armor myself. I think I'm funnier when I'm like this. Maybe I'll be more loose and da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like liquid courage, right?
Yeah.
So I think for me, it was after I did the reunion and I could see things for what they are, and really showing up in my power and not needing that, I just started looking at it differently. And now I've been juicing for like 2 months straight, haven't had sex in 4 months, and look at me oversharing.
No, we love that.
So it's just like certain things with my lifestyle have just changed to where my spirit has just been rejecting it. It's not like I'm never gonna drink again, but right now where I'm at, I don't want that. I just want to, I want you guys to meet me. And you know what I mean? Because that other stuff, I just get unnecessarily aggressive and just like, I want to remember.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't. When we went to trap poetry, I forgot. Like there was
that
so many.
what that was?
No,
But even the podcast with Charleston, it's like, I feel like I've missed out on a lot of great moments and memories because I was too drunk to remember. You know what I mean? And again, like
some people just don't like take to alcohol that well. Like some people,
and I don't.
Yeah, some people get hella aggressive when they're drunk, overly sexual when they're drunk. Like
all of the above.
Yeah, all of the above. I do all of those things.
Everything
I'm
regrettable. I'm
every
gonna do
night.
it. Yeah. I mean, I think
I love a good blackout sesh.
No, literally. Like, I think even the stuff with Brooke and like when she stood up, in my mind it was I'm just thinking, this bitch is trying to kill me, you know? So if I were sober in that moment, that would not have happened. Like I said, I'm not gonna let anybody stand over me, but it's just like I'm a law-abiding citizen, never had a ticket. I'm a very sound person. I like to have conversations. I've sat down with people who are supposed to hate me and we've gotten along. So I would just like to present like myself. And if people don't like it, you guys don't like it, okay, cool. I can be at peace with that. But being a drunk bitch and tearing up the set, no.
Like that being your name, that being like what you stand for when you go out, you don't really want to associate with that anymore, for sure.
I mean,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That when I watched that podcast, I was like, "Oh my God, she was wasted." And I think that the only thing that I said, because I'm just a woman's woman, like I'm like, why didn't anybody cut the fucking cameras? Like, why did y'all keep this going? It's like y'all wanted these like clickbait ass moments. You could obviously see this girl is wasted off her ass. She's acting fucking fool. So cut the cameras. I mean, like,
I was like, where are you? What I thought was after that, I was like, where are her friends at? Like, where's one of her, like, homegirls or something like that? Like, just to be like,
were you by yourself?
All right, we a little lit.
I actually was. My manager at the time, I don't have any management right now, but my manager at the time, she was supposed to come with me. She ended up not. And so I was already feeling kind of resentful too, because I wanted to spend time with my family in Mississippi, which is, we were all there. And then it's like, well, no, you have to go make money. Okay. So I was kind of like, literally like a grown-ass woman having a temper tantrum, like, my manager's not here, I have to go work, and I'm just gonna get blackout drunk, I don't care, you know, so, I was by myself, but that's another reason too.
Had to be why.
Yeah, but that's another reason as well, where why am I putting myself in these situations? You know what I mean? It's like a lot of stuff could have happened to me. And
You're a woman. You cannot
Come
put
where you're
yourself in
comfortable,
the
like behind the likes.
Yeah. We would never let that
We would
happen.
never do that.
I would lay you in my bed and give you a Pedialyte, and you would wake up the next morning safe.
But so do you feel like you're rebranding yourself right now in a sense?
I think I'm just being myself. And I have no problem taking an accountability. I'm not about to sit here and just be like, yeah, everything is just so grand. There's nothing I could do differently. You know, I love doing podcasts and sitting down with people because it's my way of collecting data. Like, what do people think they know? What do they want to know? Like, I have a philosophy of curiosity. So that's why I like sitting down with people, because I get to learn, you know? So, and again, my energy speaks for itself. Like, it's just, now you guys can be like, this was my experience with her.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just love talking, you know?
Well, obviously. We love to.
We do too.
Yeah, so
That's why we got a podcast.
yeah, and I love learning, so that's why it may seem like a tour, but it's, you know, it's just
No, not a tour. I didn't mean to say it like that, but like just like I've seen recently of just like how you've been like there was one podcast where you were like, I wish that I wouldn't have given my body to that many people. By the way, is 35 really the real number?
Is that really the real number?
You have the, I have the
Girl, that body count is low as hell. I don't know what people are talking about. I saw that shit. I said, that bitch lying. Ain't no way I'm a hoe. Look, ain't no way I'm a hoe. That's crazy. I was like, hold on. You made me bust out my list. I said, hold on. I got to go down the fucking line. I said, okay, it was some.
Because it was one time.
She made me think about it.
yeah, no. But I've always kept a list, and that's just kind of
35 people is literally dirt nothing. I don't know how anybody thinks that you are you are a wholesome angel in my eyes. Wait, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Are you crazy? You're 31 years old, and that's the only amount of people you slept with. Like, I'm sorry.
But I think like
I'm sorry. I think that's nothing.
But I also think too, like the bigger message is like, even if it was 31,000, like why does that fucking matter? Like,
Yeah.
because
doesn't.
at the
That's
end of
the
the day,
same
it
thing we
doesn't
said.
matter.
It
Like,
doesn't.
So
That's
it's
the same
like
thing we said.
when I say it, it's not. I don't want a fucking cookie. I mean, if
Yeah.
you got some chocolate chip,
Right,
but
yeah.
you know, it's like I don't want a cookie. It's just that's just my truth, and I
Yeah.
know that it's such a taboo thing. That's why I love talking and oversharing. Not even oversharing to me. I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah.
Because nobody talks about it. Everything is just
Yeah.
supposed to like suck a dick, shut up. You know, I know that Alexis Guy had made comments about like just be a quiet whore.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. That irritated the fuck out of me because she had. Sorry, Alexis. You know we have no beef or anything, but I don't think you're one to talk. Like, I'm sorry. Like, let's be serious. Like, I hate when bitches speak up about shit, and it's like, why all of a sudden, because you a wholesome Holly, you think that you could speak up about some shit? We done all had our fucking days.
Yeah, we've all had our
Be
days.
so
Yeah.
serious. Like, we done all had hoe phases, glory, holy face, glory hole. Not glory hole. Glory, holy face. Holy phases. Like, come on. Like, that's ridiculous.
I think it's
can
just
fuck
like we as women already have it hard enough. So I
Yeah.
think my biggest thing was because I think one of the blogs had reached out and was like, do you have a comment? And I was like, no, I feel like the world needs more speech, not less of it. So like keep spreading your message.
Really?
girl.
You think that?
Yeah, I literally have the DM where I wrote
I
that.
think that people need to shut the fuck up more. You think more voices need to be heard? I
Yeah.
think that more people should shut the fuck up.
because I think it will let people.
I do. You know I think that. Too many people have opinions. And like, it's just like, let's tone it the fuck down. Not everybody needs a voice.
Too many people are emphasizing their opinion of just like that is of relevancy.
Well, I just think that everybody is bandwagon or sheep on social media, and everybody,
Yeah.
when they think they have an opinion, they're really just following the next person. So if it was original, like self-minded opinions, like that would be one thing, but people don't have their own brain to think. They use
Yeah.
social media and comment sections to base their opinions.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, well, if you don't have a mind that can think for its own, then maybe you should just shut the fuck up. Honestly, because I really do. I don't think everybody deserves a mic and that's their keyboard. I really don't. I'm so mean. I'm such a bitch.
I just think like going back to her, I feel like, yeah, we should know how people think because then I think it's like, okay, so that's how you feel. Okay, well then, so when you want grace, it might not be extended to you. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think we're all just mirroring each other anyway. So I'm like, I felt like she was just more so judging that I can speak so freely about it. And I'm not doing a fucking apology tour, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry for a motherfucking thing I did. I don't regret
yeah.
anyone I sucked or swallowed.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Period.
I'm not, and guess what? I don't have to do all that, and I'm still gonna get everything I want.
Yeah.
Like, people, but that's where for me, I'm like, too many people try to tell me I'm not gonna get it. That's how I know I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Because why are all y'all trying to convince me I'm not gonna get married and not gonna have what I want?
Right.
Yeah, like it adds more fuel to your
There's
fire.
no reason that you wouldn't get what you want. I mean,
Yeah.
only pussy ass men are gonna think like, oh, she's been
And
with
question
other men.
and ask and like that.
Go to hell.
That's when we talked about it. On
I
our,
hate
on our podcast, it's
insecure
like,
Me too.
Like, shut the fuck up. Nah, sorry.
I'm crying.
Am I talking too much?
No, I'm
Sorry.
doing it.
Okay.
Like,
Please
no,
check me.
completely fine.
You know how the comment section gets tussly.
No, they're not. It's fine. Why has it been 4 months since you had sex?
Because the last guy I had sex with was a recycled peen.
Your baby daddy?
Okay, let's.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't. Time out. So when I broke up with him, I said, I hope you have a vivid imagination because the last time is the last
time.
So when we
You're
broke
so
up,
strong.
girl, because hold on, let me stay on track. So when we broke up, when I'm done with someone, I'm done with you. That's, I don't know if it's Pisces shit, but when I'm done, I'm done. So that was the last time. So when we broke up last time, I don't dibble dabble back and forth, and that's probably why. Because you know most traditional baby mom and baby daddies, they still be fucking around, and that's why people are fighting on social media. I'm not doing that. So no, when I was done with him, I was done with him. So definitely not my baby daddy now.
That's good.
I mean, I can sit here and say my baby he's a beautiful man, but like,
Just
not a good partner.
Oh my God, not the shade.
It's just the truth. But I didn't told him that. I didn't told him that. I
boyfriend?
didn't start on
Like,
every
you mean like a boyfriend or you mean like a sexual partner?
boyfriend.
like a boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know, this
no.
is random, but when I was watching the Basketball Wives, it kind of seemed like you had a lot going on with that, and at the time, and then like it was like you had to film too, so it was like the filming was like annoying in a sense. It was just like you had a lot of personal shit going on, and then on top of that, you had to film. Was that really kind of what it was?
You know what? I had a lot more personal shit going on way before then. That was
Really?
like when it started to subside.
Oh, that's
and
good.
That's what's so ironic about that. It's like, damn, it seems like she got a lot going on. That was like calm waters.
Really?
Because there's a lot that's happened behind the scenes, but I just don't speak on it.
Yeah.
Because we don't keep it between me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, it is what it is. But to answer your question about the sex thing, the last guy I had sex with, recycled peen, a guy I fucked back in like 2018, basketball player, and he threw my page balance off for like 2 months.
See?
See? He was the other bitch raw.
I'm already knowing because I went and got tested because I was like,
BV be crazy, man.
But I didn't. But even when I got tested, it wasn't even BV. It wasn't anything.
Oh, really?
So it said like sexually active people have this bacteria, and when you have sex, you swap it, and when it gets overgrown, I feel like that's when you can get the BV.
Yeah.
But also, if you don't have sex a lot, I feel like any dick entering you is gonna throw your shit off.
It is.
You're
Yeah, and I
foreign
usually have
object.
sex like honestly when I've had sex with 3 people this year.
Oh, that's that's
How
solid.
many have I had
3
sex with
times.
this year?
So I spaced it out. Like I think it was like January, April, and then sometime in August, August 17th. I mean, I have that written down too. Yeah. So
You've only had, wait, 3 people or 3 times?
Three people.
3 people and 3 times.
3 times in a year?
I know.
Wow.
I mean,
Friend, I need you to get some dick.
scribbled.
Why do I always want people to get some
need
dick?
you to get some dick.
I mean, it's not that I don't want it. It's just like it has to mean something. It's like I've liked guys, like I'm like, hey, maybe this could be something, and then it just
It's not.
they're not serious about me. But yeah, the pH balance thing really pissed me off, and I couldn't get to the root of it. I went to the doctor again. It was irritating. I'm like, ew, I let this.
Dirty rodents
Yeah, I
into
know.
my holy
I know.
pussy.
I know. When I get a yeast infection, I be pissed off.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's just like I can't. Like my vagina will reject that energy. So for me, I was just like, you know what? The one thing I haven't done is just like sit on my hands and just keep this pussy locked up. And I'm not saying this is not ideal for me. I'm masturbating like multiple times a week, but.
And that's, so do I, honestly. I love a rose.
I don't really masturbate.
Yeah, she's
I know.
not
I'm
into
so
it.
yeah.
Okay.
I
But
be
you have like
trying.
someone you like sleep with?
Well, I was in a relationship for
Okay.
like 3 years, and I'm just now recently kind of like.
Getting back out there.
No, I'm not even getting out there.
Oh,
I
okay.
just recently became single. I haven't even told the podcast yet, so it's just crazy to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah.
I know. So it
They
just,
don't even know
They don't
this
even
yet.
know this yet. Yeah.
Shit.
So
Wait, so why'd y'all break up? I don't even know who your man is.
we broke up because we just aren't really seeing eye to eye. It's
In
kinda
what way?
Like a lot of different ways. Like we've been together with damn near 3 years, almost 3-4 years, and we're on 2 separate pages right now. and it has. Girl, I don't want to cry.
Please don't.
Yeah, I really don't want to cry.
I just heard you.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Okay, we can drop
First,
it.
I was joking. First, I was making faces in the camera, and then I heard your voice change.
I know. Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. We can let it go. Okay. It's just
She
curious.
just got out of a really long relationship.
Yeah.
And she's not out there yet.
But that's why I kind of like relate to you in a sense where it's just like I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to go through this like same. I'm gonna have to go through the same thing, you know.
Stop, please.
I'm sorry. This is so embarrassing.
Just let yourself feel it. It's okay.
I know,
Right,
but
it's
it's
okay.
just I just see your trajectory, and I just see I'm like, you know, I don't even know you, and I'm like, I know that this is like, you know, this is something that you probably gone through a lot of shit to like get where you at right now, you know, and you know. It's just like kind of like, damn, I'm gonna have to do the same thing, you know. I don't want to do it. I want to be with my man.
No, but like honestly, I did not foresee. And any time that I've like left a relationship, I never was able to predict like, oh, it's gonna be this hard. And I think because the breakup was so public, there were lies and she's getting this and she's our Shelley, she's a predator, she's a groomer, she's a gold digger, she's all these horrible things. I felt like it made it even harder for men to be like, yeah, I want to bring her to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I also think that everyone's experience is very unique. And it's not to say like you're going to have the same type of experience that I've had. I have lived a very public life, and you guys are public as well. So yeah, people are going to be in your business and in the comments and making their, you know, whatever. But it does get better. You know what I mean? And I feel like if it's meant, everything will work out. But if not, then it's literally universal law. Like if it ain't him, it's somebody better. That's all it is.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
that's like the same thing that I've thought too. And it's
really
okay.
is.
It's literally universal law. It just, if it ain't that, it's something better. So
Try.
God, this
We've been
is
crying
so-
for 2 days over this shit.
It's
I say
okay.
we. I don't know why I always say
I'm
that
sorry.
we're the
This is
same
not
person.
even my fucking interview.
let it out.
No, it's
No, but
okay.
it's not that it would be crazy of me not to look at myself after my second serious failed relationship, you know? Not failed, but
not
just like, you
failed,
know, but it would be crazy
You
not
learned
to.
a lot in this relationship.
Yeah, but it'd be crazy not to look at it from a perspective of like, okay, what am I doing? What can I do differently? What can I like, you know what I'm saying? Just like you said, take accountability.
But I also think, because we have to like take it back too though, because you don't want to start internalizing like it's my fault, I'm a fuck up and I did everything wrong. No, it's not that. Because you want to be with your person. I don't know what your idea of love is, but I'm assuming you think like there is a person that is gonna have the same idea of love as you.
Yeah.
So just because that's not your person doesn't mean that there's not a fairy tale for you. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
understand.
it's like, and I guess I'll use my most recent, you know, with my child's father. Like, I care about him as a person. I love him, but he is someone else's fairy tale. Was I devastated when I broke up with him? Yes. Was I devastated that I pushed out almost a 9-pound baby and now I'm a fucking single mom? Like, that wasn't in the plan.
Yeah.
You know, I planned to be with him. So I think it's like you have to understand, like, I can have a child with this person, I can have a 3-year relationship with them, and they're still not my guy.
Yeah.
Like, my child's father, he's like a catalyst for my growth, and I'm sure that your person, too, same for you. You're supposed to learn what you're supposed to learn, and you're gonna go on your journey. They're gonna assist, and you're gonna go on your journey. So it wasn't a forever thing. So you can't beat yourself up about someone that you were meant to experience and encounter. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Because then you start playing the blame game, and now everybody walks away a loser when you play the blame game, and the shame game is you're gonna lose every time.
Yeah.
How did you get out of that?
Well, I think taking accountability, understanding where I've played small, because then you have to start asking yourself, okay, when did I start seeing these little, like, wherever you guys weren't meeting? I don't think that happened overnight. Right?
Yeah.
It's like little things probably here and there. It's like, overlook it. That's not that serious. We'll get past it. We'll grow into it. Like starting to look at stuff like that and then seeing like where you've compromised. Because I don't really believe in compromise. I'm going to be honest. I don't. It's like, meet you in compromise for
Only
what?
in small things. I feel like compromising in
Like-
small things, but in things that are like your non-negotiables that you need in a relationship,
Yeah.
then absolutely not.
Yeah. And I think with guys, I think sometimes we give like so much grace and thinking like, well, maybe if I love him harder, he'll do
maybe if
this.
I do this
No.
differently.
So I think that's why for me, I just had to understand that there is a person for me. And I am going to experience people along the way. And I thank them and I send them on their way just like I'm on mine. So it's the same thing. It's like, you can't get caught up on him. You know what I mean? You can't but you got to let yourself feel it right now.
Yeah.
That's it. Just keep fucking crying, keep talking about it. And you have great friends that have your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
Too
sorry.
much. I
Why are you sorry? What are you sorry about, girl?
No,
This
you
is the
don't have to be
truth.
sorry. This is
Yeah.
real, and like we don't even, we don't really dabble in Chai's relationship like that on the podcast, but
Anymore because
yeah,
it just,
it's just been a lot.
Yeah.
But I always have your back, no matter what.
Yeah.
And you know what I say? You're destined for greatness.
Absolutely.
So who gives a yeah, but I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, I also think too, it's like, I'm sure there's a lot of things that he could work on internally.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So,
Yes, there is.
Shut up.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I think you just focus on your internal world and then it's going to reflect. Whatever you're feeling inside, you're going to be able to reflect and you're going to attract outside.
And you learned
outside.
a lot about yourself in this relationship too,
Yeah.
Shai. Like you really genuinely did. You learned a lot about who you are, what you want to be, what you don't want to be, like all of these things. So it's like, even though you were in this long relationship, it's not a waste because you literally learned everything you needed to learn for the next person who comes along, who is that person. These are all lessons that you could put towards
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
your real soulmate is.
Absolutely.
In the world,
Thank you.
It'll be fine.
I think you just you have to keep crying. I think one of the things that people didn't understand when I was going fresh through my breakup and, beating people to the jokes on social media was, I cried almost every day for like 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm mourning the life I thought I was going to have. I'm mourning all of these ideas and hopes and marriage, and I thought that was my guy.
Yeah.
Why would
Yeah.
I push out a baby? I waited till I was 29 years old.
Yeah,
I have a question.
exactly.
I don't
Okay.
want to be invasive at all.
I'm an open book, girl.
Okay. So I do know that your baby's father is now married. So do you has that affected you in any way? Like seeing him get married and be with somebody else so publicly?
I think when we first split and I get kicked out of the house, this date, the next day, there's people at the house. I mean, I think that was hard. I think the first few months of that breakup was really hard. I don't want her life. Like, you couldn't pay me to be in that situation. And I think my experience with him was not positive. He was a liar. He was a cheater. I can't be bought. I know a lot of girls would love to be in that situation. That's fine. I'm not like everybody else. I'm going to bounce. I'm Brittany Renner before anything else.
Yeah.
So I think for me, I like that my son has a stable household over there and they're together, but that's not my guy. I think what people need to understand is like when you have a kid with someone and you guys are going to be together, your child's going to have a step parent.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
So you need to come to reality and come to terms
So are
with.
you guys cool?
Like, how is that co-parenting situation? Because I seen on on
Why are you making that face?
because I seen on
said,
the basketball watch, you said you use an app to
There's a co-parenting
Yeah.
the
app,
co-parenting
yes.
app. So do you still use it? How is the co-parenting situation now?
You still do. So you have no relationship with his now wife?
Or him to that extent?
No.
That's very interesting.
I mean, there's a lot that's happened behind the scenes. I just don't speak on it.
Y'all fought?
Y'all had a fist fight? Y'all
You lying? Are you lying? I mean, there was something that happened, but not with me.
Tell us. Exclusive behind the lights.
No, I mean, I think that there were some times that there was some foul intentions on just like,
She tried to set you up?
She tried. She was a negligent stepmom.
no.
I don't
He,
think that.
you never know.
I don't know.
No, I think for me, it's like we've sat down for brunch. We talked for 4 hours. I mean,
So was she cool?
In what way?
Like, was she cool, like, as far as, like, this is somebody, I mean, because, like, as you said earlier, you said, I feel like I can sit down with anybody and I can have a conversation and get to know somebody and, like, work out any issue type thing. So, like, were you able to sit down, you said 4 hours. So, in that 4 hours, were you guys able to have a couple drinks, have a heart-to-heart, get closer for the kids?
And sit
whatever
down
the
and,
case.
like, see if
And be
she's-
like, yeah, like, let's move forward and, like, let's just put all this shit behind us. You know, a lot has happened on social media. I'm sure a lot has happened behind the scenes. But, like, I mean, I just know for me, like, if I had a kid with somebody and then they had a new wife or whatever and had a kid, I think that obviously I would try my best to, like, let me just try to get to know you. Let me just try to see how cool on a surface level so that
I could trust you around my
I
child.
could trust you around my kid. And not only just that, but like we could have some type of relationship where it's like, you gonna be here, I'm gonna be here. So
I think that would be a really mature perspective.
so you still a little childish.
Who?
Are you childish?
No. You have to understand, I broke up with him. So
Okay.
at that point, there was no going back. We did therapy. I stuck around 6 more months, more than I could. Like, I tried my best and I gave it my all. And then when my all was not enough for this, and honestly, I shrunk myself to fit in that situation. That's when I left. So it was my choice. I wasn't drug out of the house like Helen. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go where I'm celebrated, man.
Christina.
Christina's not
here.
You know, but it's really not me. I feel like I have done everything. If I sat down with someone for 4 hours, how could it possibly be me?
Yeah.
You know, that wasn't something orchestrated by him.
So y'all never worked it out.
We did, and then there was an incident that happened outside of my house, and there hasn't been communication since then. I haven't seen her
So
or
can
him.
we know what happened outside your house?
How long ago was it?
It was this summer.
This summer?
This summer.
Oh, okay.
So what happened outside the house? They was like, open up the door. We want the kid.
No, I just feel like no, because we're on a court ordered schedule because there was a time where my child's father didn't want to bring my son back, and so I didn't see my son for 3 weeks.
Oh, that's insane. To take my child away from
But see, I could have
Yeah.
went like him and started crying on Twitter about it, but I never did because that's fine. That's
I'm
what I
gonna
got a
thug it
lawyer
out.
for. Yeah, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna be doing all that because all them internet games, I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
That's horse plant. So we gonna get them lawyers. We're gonna have a conversation. We're just gonna be seen in front of a judge then because I'm not playing that. Law-abiding citizen.
Brittany Renner,
stickler
law
for the
abiding
rules.
citizen.
No, it's just. I mean, honestly, I have never talked about it publicly. I just haven't because it's just one of those things where I just felt very disrespected and I just like kind of took it on the chin. But yeah, I mean, some stuff had happened with her and there just hasn't been a conversation. And this is really the most I feel like I've ever even like talked about her or addressed her because my issue is not with you. You could be anybody. You could put anybody's face on her. Like there is going to be somebody in my child's life. If it wasn't her, it'd be somebody else. So it's not personally about her. I think my issue has always been with my child's father.
Well, because that's the only person you can really have an issue with. Because at the end of the day, if he
You're
allows
co-signing
certain
that.
things
Yeah,
to happen,
exactly.
and-
You're co-signing.
Exactly.
So
Like
you
that,
bringing people over, you co-signing that. You letting shit happen, you co-signing that. So if you're not wanting us to have a conversation and be harmonious, you're co-signing that.
Yeah.
So
or
that's
he just don't want y'all to be cool because he's still salty about something. Because that's what men do.
Yeah, I
they
don't
be
know.
salty. If you was real, like, sorry, I have no beef. I'm literally. I have
How
no
old
beef
is he?
with anybody.
I think he's 25. Oh yeah, 25.
Think.
Yeah, he's 6 years younger than me. I did the math.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Me and Matt departed a long time ago. I was like,
No, but I mean,
Their brain isn't even fully developed yet as a man.
Yeah.
well, there's that, but I also feel like there's just like human decency and just respect. And I just think like, I don't know, I thought above all else, there was just some respect there because at very least I have our child. Like,
Yeah.
I gained 50 pounds, had a 2nd-degree tear in my pussy. Like, I mean, our son who's named after you was here because
Yeah.
he came out of my power portal. So
Yeah.
Power portal is insane. That's my new. That's my new
Yeah,
name for
so
my coochie.
power
But
portal.
no, I
Power
mean,
portal.
I what I can say is that we are supposed to be having a hearing February 2024, and I'm hoping that there will be some resolve in that. But yeah, as of right now, there's no communication, there's no relationship. I don't see them. His mom comes and drops
That's just
picks the
crazy.
baby off.
I honestly hope you guys work that out. I mean, I know that it's like so many things that go into an equation, but like, it's just like that always sucks when you hear that like people can't figure things out with their kids and like when families involved. It's just like it just sucks.
So what do you think the problem is?
I mean, I don't really know what the problem is because you don't tell me all the details. But,
Yeah, but I mean, like you know, there was an incident.
Yeah.
And I feel like
well, I need to know the incident. I need to know the details. So for me, you don't have to say it here, but I'm just saying I can't have like a full opinion about anything if I don't know everything that went
Yeah.
into it. I'm
Okay.
a very what happened? Like, I need to hear the sides of the story. Like,
She be doing that with me when I'm like, I'm trying to like deal with some random shit. I be like, I'm gonna talk to you about it later. She be like, well, what? No, wait, hold on. I be like, look, let me just go cry real quick and I'll call you right back.
yeah, I'm just like, I need to get the full scoop. I think I'm Dr. Phil, so I think I could fix anything.
I mean, I really think that it's like, it's not a personal like beef. I just feel just very disrespected on a lot of different levels. And like I said, this is really like my first time talking about it. So
Yeah.
it's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you've moved on. You would think that there would just be more peace. Like, it's just like, what are you hanging on to? What are you still fighting about? Like, why are you so angry with me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe I know you said that y'all had went to therapy for your relationship. I mean, maybe y'all could do some type of family therapy. And I know that seems like so, oh no, I would never do that. But like, honestly, like sometimes people just need to sit down, have somebody in the room that's going to be like, you shut the up, talk. You shut the up, talk. You shut the up, talk. Let's get to the nitty gritty and let's get to a goal. Everybody, what's the common goal here? And if we can't like, there's always going to be a common goal when there's kids involved. The goal is, I want my kid to be happy. I want, to have a peaceful situation. I don't want to be going through all this. I don't want to be spending all this money on lawyers.
But she said that is the ideal adult thing to do. But obviously somebody's not acting like adult in that equation.
Yeah, so we've been going through the child support, custody, all that stuff for 2.5 years.
That's a long time.
How old is your baby?
He's 2.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
Wait, so y'all been going through it for 2.5 years and the
He's
baby's
2.5.
My
Yeah,
baby,
2.5.
well, my baby was born in May.
Yeah.
So 2.5.
Oh my gosh.
What did they not tell you about motherhood? Like, what did
Yeah.
what did you expect going into it, and what is the reality of it now?
I think before I became a mom, I did a lot of Googling. And it's like you try to prepare yourself. And I think it's really more like intuition and knowing what your baby needs. But I think really pouring into your child and having, like, putting forth the effort to have a relationship with them. I think, because honestly, I had to work a lot, especially in the beginning. Like, I had to work a lot, so I had to be away a lot. And being away from my son, it's like, I could see, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's like, my mom would try to argue and say, like, no, it wasn't. It's like, I've really had to pour into my son, read to him, go run around on the trampoline with him, go outside with him, like, really interact and get to know him to earn that bond and that love. I don't think your kids just grow up and just, like, naturally, unconditionally just love you. I think you really have to put,
Really?
in my opinion, I think.
Yeah.
So
I've heard that before.
yeah, I think people just assume, like, oh, he's my kid, he should just love me.
Yeah.
No, so I think that's one of the biggest things for me is I pour into my son like I would pour into my friends, like I would pour into family. So yeah, I
That's
think
interesting. I've never heard that before.
Me neither,
That's
actually.
really
yeah, because essentially he's a stranger.
Yeah.
I mean, chemically, okay.
I don't even know your little ass.
I don't even know you.
You just got here. Listen, you just got here. You only 2. But no, I think that was probably one of the bigger things where I was like, damn, like we're really gonna have to work at this.
We're gonna have to bond.
Did you experience postpartum?
I mean, I feel like I had a lot going on.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I left when my baby was 2.5 months old. So I felt like it was an array of a lot of things with just emotions. But I don't really think I would say necessarily maybe like textbook. But there were times as we were breaking up that I was like, this is the end of the world. You know, but I don't really know what I credit that to.
My sister, when she first had one of her kids, she said she didn't and like, you know how sometimes when you hear like people have babies and they be like, I automatically straight from the womb.
Oh yeah, did you bond?
Obsessed, like a bond. And I'm like, she didn't feel anything for like 2 to 3 weeks. And I was just like, that's crazy to hear because it's not really the normal conversation. Like, what was your experience when it first happened?
Yeah, did you feel like you bond, even though you feel like you have to like build a bond with them on their end, do you feel like you already had that bond when your child was born? Like immediately when the baby was laid on your chest, were you like, my whole life, my whole world, I breathe for you, I live for you? Or did you have to like, or were you kind of like, okay, I have to learn to love you?
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was confusing.
I'm like, I had a whole baby. We're about to go home together? Like... Okay. God. No, that was like my God honest. I mean, of course, because I carried him and I was feeling him kick and, you know, pushed him out and everything, yeah, there is that like, oh my God, you're finally here. I've been reading to you and stuff, you know, and he had recognized his dad's voice and stuff like, so all that stuff matters, what's going on when you're pregnant. But no, I mean, when he first, like, when he got dried off and he's in his clothes, his little hat, I'm like, you have a baby. This is real.
No, that's scary.
Yeah, I'm just like,
because it's one
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's like one thing to like feel a baby in
Yeah.
you, but then it's like you're just popped out in the world.
Yeah, and I like that was the thought that I had, that I was like, so was somebody like from nursing staff like, y'all coming home, like someone coming with me to like make sure I'm doing it right, you know? So no, I felt it was very surreal too, you know what I mean? But having my son definitely made me have like a deeper empathy for men. Like I remember he was just like kicking his little legs and stuff from the changing table, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is how like all men are at some point. They're like,
Right, they're
so
like
innocent.
bored at some point.
Like, you're so innocent and like sweet and harmless
at one point.
And then you're like, this is
crazy.
Seriously.
I swear to God, sometimes I think that. Like sometimes I literally have to be like, you were once a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And now you're a piece of shit.
right. How does that your mother go wrong? Yeah. So I can't say, I definitely issued a few apologies after I had that realization.
Really?
Yes, because I was like, damn, I really did someone's infant son.
Yeah.
Like, just foul.
I thought about that literally the other day when I did something wrong. I was like,
We're not gonna say what you
we
did.
gonna say on here because I go to jail. But I was just like, damn, if that was my son, I would literally want to beat that girl's ass. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it from different perspectives, and I'm like, I can't imagine you being somebody's whole mother now.
Yeah.
You can imagine it too, like if you have a little brother. Because sometimes with my brother, like I'll be like,
And I don't have any brothers.
If a bitch ever did this shit, I would lose my fucking screws. Like,
And then at 29, getting pregnant, like it's just like I've lived all this life by myself, only being
Yes. I had my condo in
responsible
the
for
coop
me
in Woodland Hills.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like now I got a baby, and now it's like, oh shit, now I got to get like what you got, an SUV now?
I got the MILF Mobile.
Yeah, see, you got
is it a Range Rover?
Nah, I have it's the Mercedes Benz. I think it's a GLE coupe.
I know.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have that. That's what I have.
Yeah, I love that car. It's
Period.
sick.
We love our car.
Yeah.
No,
So-
yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, I just feel too that I don't know. I feel like I have kind of like unpopular takes on motherhood just because I just feel like there's like a lot of regurgitated narratives like, oh, I can't breathe. Well, and it's just like you're still you.
Yeah.
Like I'm still Brittany Renner.
Yeah.
And
I'm still a bad bitch, and you got to get with the program.
exactly. Like,
Little motherfucker.
like
I'm
people
just-
always, I think one of the things that would always irritate me is like people be like, well, what would your son say if he saw this content and you were posting this? Your son's gonna see all this, and I'm like, yeah,
You know who his mama is?
Yeah, I'm Brittany Renner, and I'm gonna be myself,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna put on a mask for him just because he's my baby. Like,
But your child will always appreciate that. Like
Yeah.
my mother is like a very unapologetic woman, and like
Yeah.
there's nothing that I've ever looked at my mom and been like, well, my mom's kind of great, but she
mom's
doesn't do
great,
too
too.
many terrible things. But like, you know, like some people would judge their parent or something. But you'll never judge your parent. You're going to look at them like you're strong, you're smart, you
Yeah.
do your own thing. Like, especially men, like you're a powerful woman. You're hella smart. You have an impact. You have a voice that people listen to. Like that's a dream for somebody as a child to grow up with. Like no matter what anybody says, it doesn't matter if it has to do with negative opinions or whatever. That you are his mama. So
You setting
it's
that
like-
foundation.
Yeah, you setting
Right.
that foundation. So like that, none of that shit. I hate when people say that because it's
Me
like
too.
I'm a bad bitch. Why would my
Yeah.
kid not respect me and love me? They're gonna
Yeah.
look at me like I'm the whole world.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know?
So that's why I think for me, like, people are always like, you have to put your kid first. And it's like, I put my kid first by putting myself first, though, because he doesn't need a perfect mom. He needs a happy one. You know what I mean? So if I take care of myself, my son is right there with
I
me.
agree with that.
But like, why do I have to lose? Because then you're still losing yourself in that identity of I'm a mother. So like, when your son grows up and leaves the nest, who are you?
You can't pour from like
How
a
many
half-empty
times
cup.
do we see like situations where it's like, oh, my mom is a dumbass, She done stayed with my dad. I'm serious. No, actually though. No, literally. There are situations where it's like, oh, my mom's a dumbass bitch. She let my dad dog her out
Yeah.
and treat her like shit for years. And then what? You grow up with no self-respect.
Yeah.
But when you grow up with a parent who's like, no, I stand on business. I respect myself. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna like you. These are all the things that you want to instill in a child.
Absolutely.
You know, standing up for yourself and doing all these things. Who gives a fuck about what the outside world is saying?
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
You know.
And that's how I feel too with like a lot of people, again, would not understand like, oh, well, why did you leave? I'm not about to have my son grow up and be an asshole and think this is the norm. Because again, a lot, like you just said, they've seen their moms get mistreated. Oh, baby, I ain't your mammy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Period.
I'm a new age bitch. We gonna leave, you know. So yeah, I think like you guys said, at the end of the day, my son is going to know the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. So he'll respect it.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. If I had a baby, I would say the same thing, but I ain't got no fucking kids.
But how's it been balancing the two though? Like motherhood and like going back to business? Are you like still feeling like you're adjusting to it? Or is it like just like now I'm getting like the swing of things? It's been 2.5 years now. We here.
I think it's a not gonna say harder because I know that when I'm out in the world and doing business, that it is for my son. It's for my household. But I think what's getting a little tricky for me is my son is starting to really understand. You know, when they're a baby, like
He's saying little words now?
Absolutely. And he feels my absence. So I think when he was a little younger, I felt like, okay,
This is cool. He ain't gonna know.
he's not.
He gonna do this.
But now, he'll, like, if I'm not there, he'll go in my room, and be like, Mama, like, wonder where I am and stuff. So I think now it's very hard to be away from him. But yeah, I mean, this is a part of it when you are standing on your own and you're out here and you don't have that financial backing. Yeah, you got to go to work.
Yeah.
You're going to be the man of the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just kind of what it is right now.
I have a random question.
Okay.
Very random.
I got a random answer. Let me fix my little bang.
Do you have a best friend?
I have a best friend? Yes.
Who is your best friend, girl?
I have like 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But none of them are in the industry.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have like
I thought you were about to ask about her child support.
no.
When she said, I don't know.
You guys want to know who my best friend is? But I don't have just one, though.
I have like 3 best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. I mean, my mom, Jerry, my sister, Allegra, Monica, Sharika. 6
Oh, you keep
people.
it close, yeah.
Yeah,
Where did they stay?
Most of them are in North Carolina, and my friend Sharika, she's actually pregnant. She's in Virginia. And my friend Monica, she's out here. I actually just met with her earlier. That's when I was like, I'm gonna go get some food. I met with my friend Monica. So yeah, but it's been very hard for me to make friends. I also am like never really looking for them either. I'm like, I'm going to show up as myself, like the basketball wife stuff.
Yeah.
I have gotten closer, to Clayana and Vanessa since, post filming, but.
Oh, really?
Wait, Vanessa
With the bangs.
Yeah.
So do you have beef with the one? Yeah, the bangs. Do you have beef with the Giselle, the Mississippi one?
No, I just wanted to make that distinction.
Oh, okay.
We're from the
That's
same
all.
place. We hate the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't like her anymore?
It's not that I don't like her. We just don't stand for the same things, and that's okay.
Okay.
I thought she was sweet.
Yeah.
When I watched
I
the
just
show.
don't like. I'm gonna be honest. I can respect because I said we talked about this at the reunion because I'd been calling her neutral Nancy and all that stuff, and she asked me about it at the reunion.
Oh.
I can appreciate someone who's neutral. I can't fuck with someone who's neutral. You got to pick a side with me.
No, I
Yeah.
feel you.
I pick sides. So
I feel you on that.
no, I'm team this. I'm just gonna be on this side of the fence. You straddle on the fence. I'm gonna pick for you.
Yeah.
So again, I can respect because I do think neutral people are needed in the world. I mean, imagine, but you're not gonna be in my circle. You're not gonna be friends with me.
Well, definitely not close friends with me.
No,
I feel
you
that.
you gotta stand for something.
I'm a little bit similar in that way because
Yeah.
I want my friends to like always choose my side, but also it's been hard like if they don't choose my side and it's like, well, damn, bitch. I
Yeah, it's
can't-
like sometimes I kind of be not on the fence juggling, but I'd be like, I could understand both perspectives. It's just like, I don't know.
yeah.
That's
like,
okay too.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with understanding.
Yeah, we've had times where it's like I've had a fallout with somebody or whatever, and here's my perspective. And Shy is like the coolest bitch in the world.
Yeah.
So like everybody gets along with her, but not everybody gets along with me. So That's the truth. It really is the truth. So like it'll be hard because like people will tell their side and then I'll tell my side. But at the end of the day, this is my best friend. So
Yeah.
whether I'm right, wrong, or in the clear, you have to have my side because that's what
Yeah.
I'm gonna have your side the same way. Like
Yeah.
that's how we are.
But I feel like as long as we check each other about the situation and I'm like,
Yeah.
and we move forward and we both
Yeah.
like, this is our clear understanding, then going forward, nobody else can intertwine with what we've already
Yeah.
established.
Like she'll
you know?
tell me sometimes if she's like, well, I think you was wrong in that situation. Don't matter if I'm
She
wrong.
ain't gonna listen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm not I'll hear her, but I'm gonna be like, okay, cool.
But that's how I am too. It's not
Yeah.
that I'm not looking to like have a cult. Like I don't need everyone to think like me. Yes, hold me accountable. Yes, you know what? There was something I had said on the show where I had apologized to Brooke and I was like, yeah, I usually don't get like that. And my friend Allegra was like, I don't like that you even took ownership of saying, sloppy drunk. But she had expressed that she did not agree with what I said. So it's not that like you have to think like
I
me.
didn't
It's just
think you said anything wrong. I think that you took ownership. Like, and,
yeah.
and
I'm
even
just
if
not gonna
ownership-
defend it. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
and even if sometimes you are not fully in the wrong, sometimes it's okay to be the bigger person. Like it really is.
I mean, I wasn't necessarily looking to be the bigger person. I just felt like if I was sober, that probably would not have escalated there. But it was like when I saw her get up, I'm like, oh, this girl thinks she's about to fucking hover over me. I'm gonna look up her like this, like,
Right, no.
bitch,
Yeah, you're not
kill
supposed to
me.
stand
Huh?
That's when you're gonna
in
get beat
front of
up.
nobody,
Yeah, you kill me,
bitch standing
bitch.
over you.
You standing over me. But yeah, no. I just felt like, especially like after getting to know Brooke and stuff, I just was like, why would I want to add to that?
yeah,
I just am
everything
like,
she has going
ew.
on.
I didn't like how I felt.
Right.
Because I never apologized for throwing a drink on a person at Rolling Loud when I was on that podcast. Y'all didn't get no apologies.
Yeah.
But with Brooke, I just felt like,
Sometimes people just have
Yeah,
their
I don't
own
like
things
that.
going on.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah,
Like,
I didn't like that.
yeah, but that's like that is what being the bigger person is.
Yeah,
It's
you're
when
right.
you can step into somebody else's shoes and have some empathy and
Yeah.
be like,
True,
you know what?
okay.
You know,
Yeah.
like whether I felt like you were wrong in the moment, I have to have a little bit of empathy because look, I done fucked up plenty of times.
Yeah.
I done shit when I was angry or not, completely in my right mind, whatever the case may be. I have to have empathy for another human being. Some people don't have empathy.
Yeah,
So
and I respected how you
yeah.
just came there completely open and transparent. And then like with the shaman episode, I'm like, I could see you doing that consistently. Like, was that your first time doing something like that?
No.
Really?
I'm into all that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like,
So
didn't you
am
start
I.
off as like a
I'm a spiritual bitch.
girl? She is not telling the truth.
Are you serious?
She be
I
having
don't
her, she
perform
be having her little
witchcraft and
crystals.
rituals. No,
She be having her little crystals on.
she
her
don't know
little
the
mat.
extent of what I do because I don't want to scare a little country ass off. No, but for real.
Wait, didn't you start off doing like fitness stuff? Mm-hmm. And so like, is that part of what you were doing?
With what?
Like the shaman and like.
Oh no,
fitness
I
and-
was definitely not even close to being spiritual then. I was still asleep. I think 2018 was when I started to shift. But no, I started doing fitness and I mean, yeah, but it was like, who gives a fuck on, like, you could search up 100 different people to show you how to do a fucking push-up. I'm not doing this shit anymore. I want to be hot and I want to be fun. Like, I don't care about fitness.
Look, I'll show you how to do a squat. Maybe we know how to do it.
I can do it already. We can YouTube it.
Right. So I lost interest in that.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? Like,
I don't fucking know. I'm just here.
Girl, I
right
feel
now.
you. Who the fuck knows? But
I'm in the present. Everything else
Yeah.
will unfold, and I trust that when I get that call from destiny,
yeah.
then I'll know wherever I got to go next. So I don't like to attach and think and have all these plans because again, like I told you, and with you going on your journey too, there's no reason to have any expectations.
Yeah.
Just be in the moment and see what happens, what unfolds. But I just know that everything that's for me is on its way to me. But I'm here with y'all, having a great
Period.
time.
I love that.
we love that.
I don't have my nose
Well,
click here.
Thank you, Brittany Renner, for coming on
Thank
to
y'all
the
for having me.
podcast. We had a grand ball.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much
it.
for
Thank
coming
y'all.
here. I'm so sorry about
Don't ever apologize.
Girl, yeah, don't fucking apologize.
Don't ever apologize.
I have to pee so bad.
So no wait, no. Do you have anywhere to follow you? What do you have going on next? Anything? Your books?
I mean, I
anything
feel
that?
like if they feel called to figure it out, figure it out. I ain't doing no drop for y'all. You know what the f- going on, man?
we gonna put our info in the bio, y'all.
Bye. Thank you. Tune in for another episode of Behind the Lights.
Bye.
Bye.